Georgia on the floor, Florida on the floor. Russell Chewa heading towards the middle of the floor. He'll be in the center circle for the Bulldogs. And the 7-footer, 7'1", Micah Handlockton in the middle for the Florida Gators.
And shirt tails all tucked in.
At least for the time being, right?
That's right.
Guys getting positioned on the floor for the opening tip. Byron Jarrett, one of the officials, has the ball in hand. And the officials are telling Russell Chewa, you have to stay on this side of the line. Handlockton has to stay on the other side of the line. But I want to go over there. Getting ready to toss it. Here we go. The tap controlled by the Dogs, and we are finally underway here in Nashville. We'll work from left to right here in the first half. Dogs in black. We need him to hit some of those. The Gators hit one right there. Will Richard from the right slot puts Florida on the board first with a long three, and it's 3-0. The side of the rim gets his own miss on the baseline. Bounce feed into Chewa. Tries to step through a double team. He does and lays it up from the right side of the backboard.
Got a good bounce off the glass, too, because he was out there. He was not right next to the rim.
He was falling away, but he put it on the right spot on the glass, and the Gators with the ball. Richard's going to hoist another one. 3 from the left corner is good, and Mike White calls the timeout.
Mike's not happy with defense. I mean, that's a wide-open 3. They've had a couple of them, knocked them both down. And by the way,
Kane dribbles with the left hand, picks it up, wrap around, bounce pass to Deloach, over to James. Dillon for 3, good. Scana Energy 3. Wow. The freshman, Dylan James from the right slot.
Well, that's nice to see. Last night, that wasn't there for him.
Dogs ball. Hill fakes the 3, drives for a 2, lobs it up. Ansel Amibe with an alley-oop jam.
Oh, that was pretty. Justin saw him coming across the lane, and he left it just short enough that he could jump up there and just stuff it in.
Feeds it in on a bounce to Ansel Amibe. Back to the basket. Finds Noah for a jumper. A 2-ball inside the arc on the right side. Good for Noah Thomason.
All right, get his confidence going.
And it's 12-9. Hands it back to Hill. He'll take a 3. It's off the back rim. High rebound. Tipped twice, controlled by the Gators. Richard up ahead to pull it. Underhands it back to Richard. 3-ball, good, right slot. Will Richard is feeling it right now. He's got 11. 17-9. Georgia trails
He's
Florida.
got 11 of their 17.
He does. Whew. Melendez drives around pulling, or tries to. Slams on the break, stops, pops a 3. Scana Energy 3 by the guy in green shoes.
Well, we needed that.
Rebound to the Gators. Pulling, runs up the floor, sprints it on a full, or bounces it rather, on a full sprint to Richard, and Richard stays red hot. An easy lay-in for Will Richard.
And that was all ignited because we had nobody on the offensive glass. I mean, they came off the, and that's the thing, we're not getting anybody to the offensive glass.
21-12. Melendez for Georgia strokes home another 3 on the left side. He ripped it right in front of the Gators head coach Todd Golden. RJ with 6 now. Ball game. Big Russ is back on the floor with 2 fouls, and Blue Cane checks back in. Dimry on a drive under the basket. Whips it to Sunahara. Sonny rips it from the left corner for a 3.
Oh, he was wide open, too. That's exactly what Mike White wants.
Sunahara, the 6'8 graduate transfer from Division II Nova Southeastern with his first points. Kane attacks on an angle from the left side. Sweeping layup won't go. There's Deloach for the putback. It bounces off the rim once and falls through for him. Jalen with his first points of the night.
And he's got his nose taped up. Maybe that helps.
With a basketball, trailing by 1. Richard has it on the left wing. Lobs it into Condon. He catches it and under the basket, spins and dunks it home. Condon now with 5, his second field goal of the contest. Gators back in front, 24-23. Go in a little bit closer range. Deloach with a jump hook out of kind bounce off the left side as there falls in for him. Jalen Deloach into the lane. Shot blocked by Demery. Collected out of the air by Deloach. Outlet to Hill down the middle of the floor. Here goes Justin. High off the glass. Got the bounce and the kiss. And it goes right through the hole. First points of the game for Justin Hill. Dogs 30, Florida 24. Or drops it off on a bounce to Deloach along the three-point line. Sends the ball left to Melendez. He backs away from the three-point arc. Samuel doesn't go with him. Melendez moves to his left on a dribble, finds an open spot right to the basket, and launches a 3 and drains it.
He backed up, took his defender one-on-one.
Zion pulling the All-SEC guard into the front court. Now across, floats it up for Samuel. There's his first basket. An alley-oop dump. He about rips down the rim to our left. A dunk by Samuel. That's for Florida. Pulling drives against Kane. Runner off the glass. Spins it in there. It's good. And it's a 1-point Georgia lead. 35-34 on the seconds. 8 seconds. He's dribbling. He's watching. Florida's. Are they going to defend him? Yep. Here's Kane off a curl. 2 to shoot. 1 to shoot. Scoops it up off the rim. No whistle. No, they call it goaltending. They call the goaltending.
Oh, goaltending on
Florida. Now they want to check it. His left shoulder to the basket. Works against Handlockton. Both guys in somewhat foul trouble. Handlockton with 3. Demery rolls it in there. Jumper in the paint. Kicked the legs in the air.
That was beautiful.
He got fouled in the shot. That thing rolled around the rim and fell through for him. And he's going to the line for an and one.
Yeah, let's get Silas going in this game.
That's his first field goal of the tournament. Big Chiwa. Now Thomason will dribble his way through the paint, kick it into the corner. Demery drives baseline, bounces it back out to Noah with 3 to shoot. Thomason to the basket, scoop shot with the left hand up off the glass.
That was
good.
pretty. Picked his spot off the glass, hit it perfectly, and it glanced right through the bucket.
But the Dogs lead by 6, 41-35. Gators have the ball, pulling. Dribbles. Goes around the screen, doesn't use it by Samuel, drives down the lane, banks it home all the way to the backboard. 8-point Chiwa holds, gives it back to the guard. Thomason back to Chiwa at the elbow. Full steam ahead, drives and reverse lay-in off the left side of the backboard.
How about Big Ross? All those big men want to be point guards.
He's got the moves, doesn't he? He didn't quite get to the glass. They blocked it before he got there. Richard will take it the other end and do what we were trying to do. He will score off the glass on a running lay-in. Richard now with 15. He had 13 and a half. 43-39, Dogs with a 4-point lead. Noah for 3. Whips it!
And
good, and the foul. Count the basket. Clayton with the foul. Noah with the Scana Energy 3 and an and one coming. Hangs on, has the ball, pulling, drives down, gets deep into the paint, inside the foul line, forces it up with one hand. The floater is good.
All right, I'm tired of seeing those little soft.
Kugel's checked into the game for the Gators. They go inside to Alex Condon, and the 6'11 freshman from Perth, Australia, gets right at the rim and floats it up and in easily. We're tied at 46. All right, everybody just settle down. Here we go. Demery holding and settling Georgia down offensively in the half court. Going to trot closer to our bench now on the far side of the floor. Now he attacks down the lane. Here he goes. Finger roll and good. Off the back of the rim, it rolled in. And Samuel immediately attacks Big Frank. Spin move, lay in good. Whistle and a foul on Anselm Ebe. And Frank just back into the game, picks up his 4th. Now he gives it back to Clayton. Clayton drives on a power dribble to the right side. Floater on the right block, up and in, good. Clayton did all that with a right hand. Took it all the way to the basket, curling around from left to right. And turns it over, intercepted by the Gators. Kugel back the other way, floats it up and in with one hand.
Well, that was just a terrible mistake on Georgia's part.
By 4. Dogs have the ball. Hand off to Noah. Thomason, step back 3. Here it comes. Good! Scana Energy 3. Noah Thomason, welcome back. We needed that one. He's got them both here in the second half. And Noah with 12 points. Condon trying to back down Deloach. He bumps. He pump fakes in the paint. Jump hook with the left hand around the rim and through. Justin drives. Clayton defends. Pump fake on the left block. Pivot, almost picked up the pivot foot. Hands it off to Kane. He's in the paint. Oh, my goodness. What a move. Fancy footwork by Kane. He pivot, then he put the brakes on and went the other way and laid it up and in. Jump pass up the wing. And we turn it over. Noah was falling out of bounds, lost the handle. Florida picks it up and drives Clayton with a layup on the other end of the floor. Fast break points. Florida wearing us out in that category tonight. They get 2 more there. 61-54 Florida. Dogs with the basketball. Demery right to left into the front court. Backdoor feed to Melendez. Baseline drive and a dunk by RJ. That was beautifully executed. First points of the half for Melendez. He's got 13 in the game. There's a long jumper for 3 by Florida. A quick answer. Clayton for 3. He's got 15 now. His second 3-pointer of the game. 66 to, or rather, at 8.
Look at Silas.
66-58. Demery driving inside for the running layup. Demery on the dribble, right side of the floor. Backs up beyond the arc, gets a screen from Chiwa, launches a three, and hits it. Demery with a three-pointer, his first of the game, gets him to 10 on the night. Now it's a one-possession game, 66-63 with 7:17 remaining. Hauk out of the corner, bounces it into the paint to Samuel, and they went right at Chiwa. He kind of backed out of the way and let Samuel just dunk it home.
Well, Blue was trying to help. He flashed in front to try to intercept it and just missed it.
Melendez drives, has his shot blocked, right to Chiwa. Russell back to the basket, up and in, good, and a foul.
Wow. I'll tell you what, Russell was just in the right spot at the right time, trailing that play. Rebound came off to him, because otherwise we'd missed it.
Richard tried to put it back up. He missed. Rebound tapped around, controlled by Georgia. Dogs attack with Demery to the rack. Lay it good with the left hand. All the way down the paint. Florida just backed out of the way.
Well, you know, the Gators' defense split. They parted the Red Sea there to guard that perimeter, and he went right down the middle of the lane.
We're tied at 68. Dog fans are barking in Nashville. Florida with the ball, 5:05 to play. Pulling over the logo, middle of the floor, dribbles to his right, now reverses to Clayton, a catch and shoot, NBA range three, and he rips it.
Oh, that was just a great shot. Young man just let it fly.
19 points.
And that's an area you're not going to guard him. I mean, you're not going to go out there and guard him.
To Noah Thomason, he squares up. Head of the key, works against Pullen, step back, fakes the three, draws contact, feeds Hill, he attacks, drives, rolls it in.
Wow.
He rolled it in right at the rim.
Drew contact, no whistle.
6 for Hill. A hard 2 points for the Dogs at 74-70 Florida. Justin right-hand dribble, left-hand dribble, attack, pump fake, reverse pivot, draws contact, basket is good.
Oh, wow.
Foul on Richard. Go to the line, Justin Hill.
Fired it up there with the right hand as he was falling to the floor.
In a stretch run here, 2 minutes to go. Hill falls down, slides on his knees, tried to feed it to Demery as he was falling. It's stolen by Clayton. He's going to drive and lay it up on the right end of the floor. Hill turned it over. Clayton turned it into points for the Gators, and we fouled him.
That was just, to give that young man credit, that was a great play. I mean, he took the ball, stole it on the pass, went the length of the floor, took contact as he was going in and laid it in there.
Demery on the drive from the corner, stops on the baseline, up the wing to Justin. Head fake and a drive, lay it good off the glass, and a timeout, Georgia. 3-point game, 79-76, Florida in front.
Well, you got them. Look, given where we were just a few minutes ago.
With Florida's 4 players, 3 of them take off running. And Aberdeen, moving along the baseline, will throw it into Clayton. Georgia steals the ball. Melendez hops to the basket, floats it up, airballs it. Thought he got fouled, no whistle. Kugel caught the air ball, and we have to foul Kugel.
Boy, you had just what you wanted. Oh, man, RJ just couldn't quite get it.
Up the floor in a hurry with Hill, drives to the basket, going to spin it off the glass for 2 more. Clock stops at 6.4 to go, and it's a 3-point game again. So you give yourself, and the Dogs are running out of time here with just 5.3 to go, and we're down 5 now as Kugel makes the second foul shot. 85-80. Melendez into Demery, into the front court, pulls up for a 3, and off the rim, no good. Rebound Gators, and Florida has won it. Florida rebounds the last missed shot of the game, and Florida able to get out of here and advance with an 85-80 victory over the Bulldogs.
And that tells the story. You said it right there for the second half. Florida rebounds. And that was the difference. Florida rebounded the second half. They didn't rebound in the first. We did a good job defensively. We held them to 34 points in the first half. You and I talked about if we could get this game played in the 60s, there was a good chance Georgia could win. But in the second half, we didn't do that. And they scored 34 in the first half, and they come up with 51 in the second half. In an awful lot of games, and like you said, we've stolen a couple. And, again, this Georgia basketball team's fun to watch. I've enjoyed watching them. If this is the last time for the year, then so be it. But I hope, for one, Scott, that we get an opportunity, you and me, care that much about being with Adam, but the two of us, if we can, sit down and do another game, and we'll bring Adam along just for fun.
Adam, he's saying you're number one in his heart.
Oh,
all right, that's sweet, Adam.
I love that.
See how you counter the hate with love, and love conquers all.
There you go.
All right, we're getting giddy in here because we're the last ones in this building. We're shutting
it's cold
it down tonight.
They got ice under this floor.
This is the Regions Locker Room Report. Order now for the Bulldogs Regions Visa Debit Card and prepaid Regions Now card at regions.com/GoDogs. We've got a couple more segments to fill here. And Luke Nadkarni will do that from the Piedmont Healthcare Network studios. He'll run down the day's activity here in the SEC tournament and whatever else Luke wants to do. Piedmont Healthcare offers you exceptional hassle-free care closer to home. Piedmont, the official healthcare provider of UGA Athletics. So that'll do it for us from Nashville. For Adam Gillespie, our producer and engineer, for my partner Chuck Dowdle, I'm Scott Howard. Georgia falls to Florida tonight here in the second round of the SEC tournament, 85-80. Luke Nadkarni will continue the broadcast right after this on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Dogs do the improbable, the unthinkable, the unbelievable. They beat Arkansas and go wire to wire to win the SEC tournament.